is very good.
Okay.
So I also have
You're going to have to...
I have a very positive relationship with pickles as well. I think they're great.
Yeah, I enjoy them quite a bit. Do you like sweet pickles, though?
America just has to ruin everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're not great. They're not my favorite. Okay, so we do have Beast Coast versus Tundra.
Maybe they're the ones I like.
Game number 2 of this best of 3. If Beast Coast loses this, then they go down the lower bracket, and Tundra will move on to face Virtus Pro in the upper bracket final. Now, Cinderin, looking at the lineups, as we're going to see a little action here. Snake King trying to block in Mr. Schofield. Actually do a pretty reasonable job. And by reasonable, I mean he's dead.
That was a really nice kill.
Good first blood.
They get a great surround. They had the perfect stun timing of the Impale on top of Disruption, and then they just hold the Sven stun in case he tries to find a roll. And then when they realize he won't have time to roll if we stun now, then they throw it.
So Disruption, I mean,
and they get the D1.
He was next to a tree, so maybe it's guaranteed, but I think it's still RNG. It's like a 50-50, right, if you're trying to surround
So the illusions can spawn in different positions, but they obviously can't spawn if there's a tree in the way. So when you disrupt next to trees and you place your hero in a specific way, it's very reliable where you get the illusions out. So that's the idea there. And yeah, great start from Tundra. I have to say, we were a little bit busy talking about pickles, but if we look at the graph... Hang on.
Oh, they're doing it again. Chris Luck is in a lot of trouble. Sticky Napalm applied, and that is the second kill for Tundra.
They are just...
Kill them all. Kill them all.
Yeah, exactly. Kill them all.
Yeah, they're doing great. Yeah, talk about the lineups, because we're seeing the Bat Rider again for 9.
I really like Tundra's strategy this game. I think Shadow Demon is going to be amazing. I think, you know, you have the Nyx against Coddle. We didn't like it so much last game. I think the conditions are different this time. First of all, the Nyx this time is laning against the Coddle specifically because they know it's a whispered Coddle, so he's going to go to the side lane. And they're just going to place Nyx there. And on top of that, you also have the Doom against Faceless Void, which is just a strong inherent counter to the hero. And I don't know, Void has not impressed me that much this tournament. I know VP won with it yesterday against LGD in one of the games, but overall Void has been very hit or miss. And I think Sven has just been one of those heroes that just... He's a hit in most games. Win or lose, he looks good.
Sven, you're saying?
So, yeah, Sven
really?
is very,
because the games yesterday, I think 2 games of Sven looked very underwhelming.
I mean, he lost, right? But he was having a good game. He was farmed. So it was more about how the team played around and played the strategy.
I guess that could be argued. Yeah, he was... I mean, Sven always farms well. As Whisper's going to get chased down here. One more right click will do it, but nice blocking here from Schofield as we see another lag spike come in. Health salve, though, for Whisper. But I think the issue yesterday in both games was Sven just couldn't just stand and hit anybody. He was just getting kited way too much, which of course is, you know...
More of a lineup issue than the hero itself.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Potentially. At least. Illuminate.
What an Illuminate!
Oh, there it goes.
Is that your old man voice?
Nah, I can do better.
Yeah, okay, well, try it again.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh my god, that was even worse.
I wasn't trying that time.
That's like a
It was
golem.
a joke. Why did you think I was serious?
That was like a golem.
You know this thing I've talked about before where I on purpose say something like, okay. Well, I thought you would get it by now, but you just don't get... He's 10 stack.
Yeah, that's a lot, but 9
oh
is out of mana. Oh my
god, he's hitting him for 150. He's hitting so hard, the game stops.
He does have win run, though, so...
he used it. Is 9 going to try this one?
I don't know, that's a little risky.
He only has 1 bottle charge.
Yeah. As looks like bot lane, there's going to be some pressure applied here. As 33. Looks like he'll be fine. Gets the salve off as well. But yeah, they do have a lot of dispels for win run, right?
Yep. Demonic Purge, Doom, Sven Stormhammer,
Shard.
if they get that. For sure.
So, I mean, what do you do for that? You just have to get BKB pretty much.
Oh, but nice kick from Schofield.
The Demonic Purge purges through BKB, though, so I guess there's nothing you can't... I guess Lincoln's for that?
She has the new talent on 15, right, which is Undispellable Windrun. So
oh, that's right.
That helps, but you're still slowed, right? It doesn't remove the Windrun, but you're still getting the slow effect.
Uh-oh. Looks like Mr. Coddle bit off a little too much this time, Cinderin.
That wasn't even with a Carapace, I think. Was that part of that kill? I'm not sure.
It matters not, because all we know is he has died. And 3-0 for Tundra, although the net worth technically in favor of Beast Coast right now, but I'm sure the levels are on Tundra's side, at least very early on. That's one of the best sprays in the game, by the way. Just want to throw that out there.
Yep.
As I hear another Illuminate, but we're going to be watching bot K1, jumps in, gets off a nice time dilation. And we'll go back to farm. I mean, the changes to time dilation, how much does that... Like, when I read the changes to that hero and as a whole, it felt like it was a buff to the support.
Yeah,
Void.
primarily.
Is this still just like a one of? You just get one and you max everything else first as
I think
position
so.
one?
Yeah, most of the time. Unless you have like a really good reason. If there's some key matchups where the dilation's good. It's good against Batrider in this game, but most of the time you want to get more points in Bash for the farming speed and the harassment in lane, and you want to get Time Walk for similar logic, right? For sustain in lane and for your ability to traverse camps easier.
Yeah.
So I think 4-1-4 is just going to be the standard for carry Voids almost always.
All right, if you look at the mid lane, though, CS is on the side of Beast Coast. Chris Luck is ahead of 9, despite dying right away as the second death. But that was before the lane even technically begun, right?
Yeah. So. And 9 was involved in one of the first 2 kills that Tundra found, but he didn't get any. He didn't get primary kill bounty. So
yeah, that's a good point.
Didn't come to lane with much of an advantage.
And Stinger getting chased away here. Talk to me about Doom this patch. Any changes that you feel will have a big impact?
He gets less gold. He gets less gold, but he's a little bit stronger in early fights. I think Scorched Earth got a damage buff, and then the trade-off was that Devour got worse. That's how I remember it anyway, especially high-level Devour. And you get a bit more damage from Infernal Blade. So he's more of a fighter and a bit less greedy. I
felt like in the last patch he was almost turning into like I guess the best way to put it is like a miniature alchemist, where his gold is just so inflated, but you look at the net worth and it's kind of deceiving in a way, right? So I'm sure that has been balanced out at least to a degree in this patch.
Right, so now his net worth is a little bit more corresponding to his actual strength because he's just inherently stronger in base.
Right.
But he doesn't get those extremely powerful items. This is a nice sidestep there from Fata dodging that. Yeah, they're definitely making sure to threaten Whisper up here. He's a coddle. He's going to get farm. But the most important thing is Skitter has 3 kills and 30 CS, and he's laning against the coddle.
Oh my, 9 finds a solo kill onto Chris Luck mid. We were just
level 6
praising Chris Luck for being ahead in the CS, but CS doesn't matter if you're dead. That's
pretty sure he wasn't prepared. I'm guessing 9 found a creep that leveled him up while he had stacks on the. Oh, that's.
I'm not sure who that helped more than the other, but I think 9's gonna try to take advantage of this with Fata, but yeah, Impale will not connect. So yeah, 9 getting off to a good start now as Fata's just going to steal this rune in all likelihood. Chris Luck going for the focus fire with the beautiful shackle shot, and Whisper, Illuminate does clip 9, and they're going to get, I guess you can call that a revenge kill of sorts. As K1's going to jump up with the time dilation, but Stinger's the one getting chased right now. Looks like he's donezo, but it'll be a trade, so 1-for-1 on supports.
K1 is really far ahead. He's level 6.
Yeah.
And the Doom just now cracking level 5, almost level 7 on Void. So this bottom lane has gone very, very well for them. Shadow Demon has even been out, as is shown there, out stacking a lot. So you would think Doom would get more solo experience as a result, but he's just been pressured so much in that lane.
Yeah, you can see the discrepancy between the position ones as well. Void is sizable margin ahead of Sven right now, but of course Sven, with that great cleave, can catch up quite nicely once these stacks start get going here.
Yeah.
Do you consider Doom maybe one of those heroes that can kind of bounce back after a bit of a rough laning stage just because of Devour, even though it was nerfed a bit?
Yeah, but like the timings are just different, right? So you don't hit these key items as well. So it's more about, okay, are you able to find fights with levels? I think having levels on this hero is always going to be strong. Yeah, wonderful item.
Oh, God, I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, you would.
Tumbler toy. Tumbler's toy?
Tumbler's toy.
What a... Just a great... I'm not even being sarcastic. I actually like that.
Oh, he's
Fata deleted.
Oh, no.
Illuminate.
You could see the reaction on his face right there. That was the face of...
I mean, he just played... Oh, no, that was Snake King. But Fata, they just played with a coddle on it. They should know. Right?
Yeah.
They know what they're giving up. Oh, a tumbler toy for each... And a pig pole. Unbelievable.
Pig pole?
Pig pole. If it was a tier 5 item, pig pole, how would you buff it? Sheep the enemy and slow them by 10%?
Hex yourself and heal to full HP and mana.
Oh my goodness.
And plus 100% move speed.
Holy crap.
Turn back time and
oh my.
Make yourself invisible.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
And rebuild all your towers over 10 seconds.
So it's a channeling 10-second item?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're hexed, so it's balanced.
Man, you should send that suggestion over to Mr. Ice Frog.
Yep.
I kind of like it.
I think making tier 5 neutral items is actually really easy. You're like, what would be the most broken shit ever? And then you just put it in.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think that's great, though. You see how fast his fingers are here for Fata. Oh, he gets silenced, though. Jump in,
nice
eliminate,
silence.
clipped him as well. Finally gets up Spike Carapace into the Impale. 9 has come to play. And it looks like Whisper's going to take a tumble. That's going to be a big kill. That's a level 7 Coddle. As Schofield looks to be next. Nice positioning there to stop that roll. And he's just going to burn down. So 9 helping out his comrades here for Tundra. So 7-3 advantage for them right now. It's Midas now on 33. Not too bad, considering that his start wasn't the best.
Yeah, he's still going to go for the greedy build. Even with the nerf to this, he is maxing out Devour. Has 2 points in the Scorched Earth and 1 in Doom, so no Infernal Blade for the laning stage at all, which is kind of interesting considering Scorched Earth, or rather Infernal Blade, it's a pretty good spell against Void, right? It's something you don't really time walk.
Oh, that's a pretty good spell against Void as well, but can they catch him? Doom applied, Flame Break not quite where they wanted it, but 9 is super fast, has the lasso,
nice. Back
you come, and down you go. So 2 quick kills, and that's the first Doom of the game. Very successful for Tundra.
Yeah, nice and easy there. You have to be careful about going close to towers against Doom always, but when there's a Batrider in the enemy team with travels, it's just way, way scarier than normal. So, but yeah, the reason he doesn't skill Infernal Blade in the lane is probably just Abaddon, right? Ooh. Like he can counteract it too easily.
Disruption just in time there, and 9 is just going to clean up. Oh my, Snake King. Okay, that was 5 stacks of Shadow Poison.
Yep.
All right, delete it.
Pop.
And 9 TPing top. Impale's going to set things up here. Does he have Lasso? Doesn't look like it's quite up yet.
It's also
just
not
burning him down.
Oh, maybe it is.
He's still burning inside the Chronosphere. It is on 2, though, with that Maelstrom being showed from K1. Can 9 survive? Demonic Purge is there, but Snake King not able to help all too much. Fata now getting solar binded and brought down. Double kill for Whisper. The old man has cometh.
Yep. Good chrono, even though Windranger died, but she was dead anyway.
Yeah, she was dead. Now trying to take out the jungle camps here from Whisper's side, but it looks like we're going to get a nice impact move with the Chronosphere. This is one of the few times chronoing your teammate
it is pretty high impact.
Fine.
It gives 3 kills, right?
Boom.
1 on the Windranger, and then 1 on Bat, and 1 on Nyx. Triple kill.
So K1 gets 1 assist.
Triple kill, and he got none of them.
That's true. Well, yeah, Whisper got both of these. Very sad.
And this obviously also leads into a tier 1 tower push top for Beast Coast, so they also managed to grab that. So nice from them. I'm trying to think of the games 9 has played that Tundra have won in this tournament. I don't know how few deaths he averages, but it can't be many. It's kind of incredible that I'm seeing 9 with 2 deaths, and I'm like, he's having a bad game. He's still really
We just watched
fine,
him go 17-0.
Right.
So by comparison.
Based on the games I watched him in the group stage, this is honestly a bad start for him. It's kind of crazy. It's still good, but it's just worse than usual.
Yeah, I mean, Beast Coast, after playing against it, they, maybe a little bit more familiar with the play style and how to play around it.
Wait, didn't he just get a Midas? Where did that Blink Dagger come from?
He got the Midas like 3 minutes ago.
It's been 3 minutes?
Yeah, okay. At least.
I thought maybe the shop had a discount or something. I'm sure you would love that.
Wait, if you get Midas, the shop is cheaper?
No, there's just randomly discounts in the shop for both teams. Like a new
if you're behind by 20K and you
just
get
a new
free
type of neutral items. Every 7 items, there's a sale, and then it's random which items are cheaper. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds like a new change.
All right.
That you would love. Yeah, smoke breaking here for Snake King, so Void able to dodge his way out. But some TP support coming in. Disruption. Onto Stinger. Actually, a pretty good hero to disrupt because of the Aggressive Awareness. Impale onto Windranger, and yeah, he is Demonic Purge right now. K1 jumping and trying to save his teammate, but looks like he's going to get doomed again. Wrong place, wrong time. Position 2 is dead, although he's slowly ticking away. 33. Not able to do that much damage with Stinger by his side, able to heal him up, but it looks like Mr. 9 has finally fallen again, so 3rd death for him. And they're not able to find that Void in the end, as Skeeter now getting chronoed with 2 teammates inside. This was just not a great one, but they'll take the kill.
Did his job.
Yeah. I think he's chronoed as many teammates as he has enemies this game.
Yeah, probably at this point.
It's actually
pretty close.
It's equivalent. It's equal.
It's pretty close. Nice fight, though. I think Schofield really made that fight. They get the Blink Doom off on Void, and he immediately responds and just breaks up the fight with Magnetize and the Silence. So nicely done from him.
All right,
Gonna get
Fata.
Carapace here. I don't know really who's chasing who here.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll
Silence,
get
though, prevents the disruption, and yeah, it looks like that's good
Shackle
to go.
shot.
That is a very nice kill onto 33 from Chrislock, so they'll take that any day of the week. Now, Snaking getting pressured a bit. We'll just have to back out. The roll in for Schofield, not going to be enough. Trying to contest this baby stack, I guess you call it, the remnants of a stack, if you will.
If he gets one more stack on him here, he dies, I think.
Yeah, Demonic Purge with that 5th stack, and you are incorrect.
Oh!
Incorrect.
I like that you called that with so much confidence before the Demonic Purge damage came in. But you play a lot of Shadow Demon in Atomic War, so you would know how much damage that was.
He's not in that game, actually. Oh, okay. Just to let you. If you played with me like a good friend would, you would know that. But
it's probably an ability called Demonic Purge in Valorant then.
Not really. No. But good effort. Good effort.
Okay. We tried.
Speaking of him, though, he does pick up an Aether Lens, so that'll give him that extra bit of range needed. To not, I mean, the fact that he's getting silenced pretty consistently from the Earth Spirit, definitely item that will help quite a bit. Is 9. Looks like he'll be fine.
Yep. Doing their best to try to find him there. They have a lot of sources of vision, Power Shot, Illuminate, Blinding Light, but 9 with good maneuverability in the trees will not get shackled. So all in all, pretty even game right now. You got to consider one team has Doom, so they're going to naturally have more gold. The Doom even going Midas, of course. But for now, Beast Coast in a pretty decent position, I think. The question is what starts happening once Doom gets his BKB and Sven gets his next item. If they can really solve that power spike that is coming up, but both BKBs probably only 3 or 4 minutes away, will make Void, or well, rather Void's team a lot less effective. A lot of Wind Ranger's damage currently is magical. All of Earth Spirit's magical. Coddle, Abaddon, you name it.
Uh-oh. Chrislock gets a nice focus fire off. The Impale connects. Snaking still going to get brought down,
though. Got the Purge off, though.
Yeah, at least gets that off, and we'll Purge off the Wind Range. Is attempting to TP out. Oh, the Stomp is just a little bit too late, and the Doom applied to Abaddon instead. And it definitely would have changed that order if they knew the turn of events here. Attempting to get the Roche deny, but it's not to be.
Very so 2 for 1. 33 didn't doom the Wind Ranger during the TP there.
Yeah, he was pretty confident he could find them.
Right, so he dooms the Abaddon and tries to get the War Stomp off, but in hindsight, you could have doomed the Wind Ranger and stomped the Abaddon, right? And yeah, the Abaddon gets ulti off, and he might, try to save her, but I think realistically speaking, you're in such a strong position here with your team, you're going to see it here. So I really like that he waits a little bit and gauges the situation, but this should have probably been reversed. And then, yeah, the Abaddon's going to pop ult and try to save Wind Ranger. She's still dead. Like, look what's coming in, right? There's a Sven coming. You have Nyx, Bat. No way. So a bit of a mistake there from 33. Probably not too happy with that.
9 might be going down yet again. Schofield. Yep. I mean, this Earth Spirit is just a thorn in Tundra's side this game. A really good play from Schofield, as a BKB was picked up just before his death, so not a whole lot of gold lost. And, I mean, this is the time of the game, like between 15 and 20 minutes is, I'm just trying to farm my BKB, then we can fight, which is like half the team.
Is that Texan?
It's Gyrocopter. I don't know.
Texan, 9 stacks of Shadow Poison?
Oh, my.
So if Shadow Poison stacked...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that damage.
If it kept doubling... How much damage would an 11 stack Shadow Poison?
Why do you ask math questions? Is this like a new thing that you're bringing to the table? Nobody wants to know this.
If JJ is spectating, he would want to.
Yeah, I'm sure JJ will be calculating it right now as Skeeter gets off a Stormhammer. Schofield attempting to get out of dodge as Fata inside his own triangle, but getting completely surrounded by Beast Coast and brought down with ease.
I like how Beast Coast are playing this game. They're way more aggressive. It's really this Earth Spirit spearheading the moves. They're very much eager to take fights.
That's a change we haven't talked about, is the 5-second less cooldown on the Stone Remnant in the last patch.
So good.
Pretty big.
It is so good.
I'm not sure how often he's been banned, but every game I've seen him in this patch, he's had really good impact.
Yep. He's been banned a good amount against Beast Coast, I think, in particular. But it's not only the Earth Spirit, it's also, I feel like this game Chris Luck is more involved than he was in the Void Spirit game. He's having an easier time. And so much of it is just that hidden factor of you have the Coddle, I think. Like, it's just the feeling that, okay, the waves are pushed better, therefore we have more information, we can make more moves, get out on the map, use smokes. They just have more space to work with. Playing as Coddle feels very... It feels like you're under pressure the whole time to solve problems.
Back to your math question. Wouldn't it just be the damage to the 11th power? That's actually pretty easy to calculate.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay.
But you made it a big deal.
Well, you could have just said it like that. Why'd you have to make it sound so complicated? Yeah, 60 to the 11th power, whatever that is.
That's many. Many damage.
I'm sure we'll get the answer at some point this game.
I wonder how they arrived at 5 as the cap. They were like, let's try it. And then they tested it. They were like, oh, at 6 it one-shots everybody.
I mean, he used to be a mid-hero, if you remember, when he was first released and back in Dota 1. Lots of TPs here. Fata got off the spike carapace, but Kado's not really in remotely. Oh, 9. Getting focus fire. Does that the BKB, like you said. Gets off the lasso successfully. And Skeeter has come to play as well. They've purged off the win run already. The chrono again onto one teammate, but does hit 2 enemies this time, so it looks like he's in the positive. Chris Luck just getting bursted down by Skeeter. And it looks like Void might be next. K1, time walk out. Do they have enough catch to find him? Doom still applied to the Abaddon. Just don't want him healing anybody. Double kill for Skeeter, 33, attempting to catch some more. K1 showing himself was actually farming creeps despite being pursued here from Tundra. Stormhammer's going to connect. With the Echo Saber applied, K1 looks like he's fine. Doom, on the other hand, not so much. Disruption saved his life just for a little bit longer, but not long enough. As 9 bursting down, or DPSing down. The poor Schofield Earth Spirit has had such a good game. Oh my God!
Oops.
What in God? He was doing such a good job of kiting Skeeter, but Skeeter just burst him down in the end. Sting are finally getting the revenge, but it's just an Abaddon in the end. And now Whisper and Sting are the only 2 in the vicinity here for 9, attempting to TP out. Looks like he'll be successful. K1 was felt like he was playing with his food there a bit.
I'm questioning again these Doom choices. I feel like
it's been Abaddon a lot of times.
I'm just trying to look at the pros and cons there. Like, why not just Doom the Void? Like, what's going to happen? Yeah, Abaddon's going to cast a bit of shields and heals, but you have so overwhelming damage that it doesn't matter. The Wind Ranger's dead. You know this when you go in and Doom. It's already out of the picture. If you Doom the Void, what do you even have to worry about? I think you just run him down with your Sven and kill him. But, yeah, Dooming the Abaddon there once again.
36,000 trillion damage? Is that the right way to say that? I don't believe our production.
I feel like if that's the case, it makes sense that it doesn't stack like that. That would be a lot of damage.
Now, I've seen Pudges with more health than that, Cinder. And Schofield looks like he'll be taken out in the top lane. Meanwhile, in bot...
Oh, shit. Did you see that Shadow Poison? That was like 36,000 trillion damage. Killed him right away.
36,000 trillion... I want to know what, like...
What's 1,000 trillion?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, it's trillion, quadrillion...
No, then it's 36 quadrillion damage.
Is it quadrillion
Is it
next?
quadrillion?
Oh, man, this is... It's been so long since I went to school for this useless information. I would have paid attention more in class if I knew it. I'd be having this conversation 20 years later.
Yeah, he would have been like, that's definitely worth focusing on. If you knew you could use this one time in 20 years for an irrelevant point, you would have definitely noticed. Oh, K1 is in trouble.
Time dilation. Does
K1
hit on
maybe
one.
should have stayed in school too.
The lasso with the BKB and the right clicks from Skeeter are enough. And look at Wind Ranger. Chris Luck came in to try to help out his comrade, but it's not to be. And Beast Coast are just dropping like flies. They find the Nyx Assassin, but it's all for naught.
I feel like there's a constant in every fight, which is Fata dying to an Illuminate. It's like every time somehow.
That's true.
It's like the one good thing that happens for Beast Coast. They somehow clip the Nyx with a random Illuminate, but easy victory there for Tundra. And they didn't even use Doom. So that is available if Beast Coast try to go for some sort of a rebuttal here. Just the damage, they're overwhelming. Lasso into Sven, just blasting away with God Strength. And obviously Sven also sitting on the Brigand's Blade.
Yeah.
Which is...
I like this item. Pretty cool.
Should theoretically be really strong on Sven, especially when he gets crit. He will often, get heroes to half health really fast, and then if you score a crit at that point, with the Brigand's Blade at added damage. I don't know if that component of it can critically strike. I'm assuming it can.
It's also good
it just
with
adds flat damage, right?
Soul Catcher, right? Theoretically.
Yeah, that's true. That's very good with Soul Catcher.
I mean, the first hero I thought of was Huskar with this item.
Yeah.
Because you're life breaking and
yeah.
It sounds cool in theory. I haven't really, you don't feel the impact. I'm sure it's having impact, but it's not like an obvious thing a lot of the time.
Even the passive stats are like a quarterstaff, right?
Yeah,
that's
it's
also
good.
nice.
It's quite good.
10 damage, 10 attack speed, so...
Yeah, I like this one.
It's pretty strong.
It's not as cool as Pigpole, though.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Tumblr's Toy.
Tumblr's Toy as well as Fata.
Okay.
Looks like they might find another kill. Onto Schofield. Yeah, he's getting completely surrounded, and they're just playing with him right now. So Skeeter right now has the BKB. He's got the Blink Dagger, Echo Saber we've already seen, and working on the Satanic. So yesterday the couple of games of Sven we did see is we're gonna there's the Doom. That's exactly what you wanted. The
last wasn't there. He doomed the Void.
Yeah, he's getting healed by the Abaddon though, so you have to give some credit there, but he's gonna get chased down here. He's deniable, but 9 gets credit for that kill. Stinger's ult finally pops, but really to no avail. But see if they can turn this around a little bit more. Yeah, War Stomp onto Chris Luck. Keeps him at bay, but the focus fire into 33 is going to be way too much, it looks like. Nope.
Unless.
Disruption with the Soul Catcher. Fata still has Impale, but the BKB from Chris Luck comes through, and a focus fire is going to be enough, but the Glimmer is saving 33 in the corner of the trees, and he dodges the Illuminate. Unlike Fata, actually gets off the Spike Carapace this time.
Wow.
So he actually lives. But 9 did fall, Syndra.
Chris Luck did not see them approaching with the Shadow Demon, so he didn't pop his BKB, and the Shadow Demon, obviously Itherlands, gets that advantage in terms of just surprising you when coming out of fog.
Yeah.
If Chris Luck had seen that coming, he would have popped BKB beforehand and maybe found the kill on Doom, but yeah, the Glimmer too. Very nicely done. In that instance, they managed to save him. They do, of course, find 9, so it's something in return.
Yes.
But we're really seeing here now with the Doom with his BKB and just running at the Void. I think dooming the Void seems like a really viable strategy. If the whole team is there from both teams, I think he's going to continue to doom the Void going forward here.
Yeah,
that's
that was
really nicely done.
Very nice Glimmer.
And now even dodging that Illuminate just barely, just perfect.
Beautifully done. Ooh, Aghanim Scepter on Mr. Earthspear.
Yeah,
okay.
He likes this item a lot. He can roll in, kick himself away. Should, in theory, be a really good item against Bat Rider if you are clutch.
Yeah. But the cast range is, if I'm not mistaken, not very large.
Very, very short.
I'm trying to remember the first iteration of this hero.
The good thing about spells in Dota is if you're not sure what the cast range is, you just mouse over the spell description and it will definitely tell you what the cast range is. So no worries if you're uncertain, just check your spell and it will say the cast range right there. Let's have a look.
Sure.
Yes, absolutely. That's a good cast range right there. Very good.
Yeah, that's an infest cast range right there.
I think it has about 150 or something. It's very short.
Yeah. Very sad. But extremely strong Aghanim Scepter, and it's not too often you see it this quick, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he has pretty good timing here, especially with Veil, right? He even has a build-up item. Schofield's having a pretty good game this time.
All right, we got a smoke here from Tundra. Fata leading the way with his Vendetta. They don't really want to go for Stinger, as the Sentry is there to reveal Fata. Chris Luck with a double damage still, and Skeeter.
Oh.
Yeah, that was his teammate.
Yeah,
Schofield
really
rolling into his teammate,
Oh.
confusing the crap out of Cinder. The Tier 1 tower is still here, by the way. Just realized that. Oh, disruption. A little bit of miscommunication there from Tundra. The focus fire does apply to Fata. He's going to get bursted down by this focus fire.
Hell out. That's just mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Yep.
Okay.
Continuing on. All right. Does get the slow.
He wants this BKB charge. He's going to get it.
Yeah, Chris Luck is here.
BKB
Shackle Shot does not connect. He is in stone form, giving them a little bit of extra time to catch up. And this will be an enormous kill for Beast Coast, so an absolutely disastrous smoke gank from Tundra. He's actually going to buy back on Shadow Demon.
Yeah, he does have the Aegis.
That's true.
He could have BKB TP'd out at any point.
They will have
this as a bait.
4v5. 33 jumps in, still has his Doom available. He pops the BKB, trying to TP out, but the Chronosphere is there. So this is very sloppy play from Tundra all of a sudden, and Stinger's going to get brought down.
They seemed a little bit...
Yeah.
Oh, good roll.
This will be a dieback potentially. Man, Schofield actually owning as he dies, but he sets all this up, Cinder. He sets up all these kills for Tundra. Woo! Double kill for Skeeter. They're turning this back down around here. As Whisper attempting to TP out. Looks like he'll be burned down to the ground by 9. And K1 on the run. Rhyming a lot today for some reason. Fata's chasing. See if they have enough catch now. Doesn't look like it. He's going to spray paint to let him know that he is behind him.
They are still... Okay, he had a sentry there. He's going to be fine. Good start.
Spike Carapace. Okay, I spoke too soon, Cinder, and Flame Break with the Stormhammer. Ends up backtracking a lot of that thanks to that time walk, but they have more than enough damage. So that smoke gank ended up being successful.
Yeah, okay.
In a roundabout way.
Yeah. So, okay, this is already quite far into the fight, right? But what has effectively happened until this point is that Skitter at any point could have BKB TP'd out, except against Chrono, right?
Yeah.
So he could have BKB TP forced the Chrono, and then on his second life he can come back with God Strength in his team. But he's obviously scared, especially with the positioning on the map. Like, he's very far away from the towers. It's just...
Yeah.
Slowly but steadily running back, and eventually they get to the tower. His teammates get to help, and there's the buyback. So that worked out really, really well for them, having the Aegis in that play.
I mean, I can't even blame them for diving that tower.
It looked
killing
good.
Doom. It looked like a one fight for them.
It
but
looked good for sure.
was not to be, though. 9K net worth lead just like that. Make it 10 for Tundra.
It is always dangerous to dive a Sven in his tower, though. If you don't have chain lockdown as an Earth Spirit, for example, you're just exposing yourself to getting comboed.
Yeah, 9 getting focus fire, but there's the lasso.
Oh
All right.
my god, he just vanished.
Yeah, the Wind Ranger just absolutely deleted. Stinger, 4 staffs to the low ground. Getting flame break back again. Not sure if they have another stun to work with. Skeeter.
He has Satanic.
Getting solar
He's
by
fine.
Yeah, he has BKB. He has everything to work with. It's just going to attempt to run away, though. It is 5v4. As 9 with very little mana as the Magnetize is applied. K1. Time dilation to fall. Looks like they're going to focus on 9 for now. Well, the Impale's going to keep the Void in place. And here comes Skeeter with that God Strength. And bursting down Stinger. Very close. One more will do it. And he is just turning on beast mode. Right. Mr. Skeeter.
Is he going to kick himself? Oh.
Well, I'm a statue. 12K net worth lead here for Tundra, and things are looking real good for them to potentially 2-0 this series.
And 9 somehow survived that. I don't know how he got out of that. That looked really, really bad for him, but he found a way out with his 21 charges in the tree line. Yeah.
And he's going for refresher, by the way.
I would also say something we didn't really talk about in this macro strategy of this game at all. I think Sven is a good hero against Void. Like you can look at it, you can look at the matchup from both perspectives, right? Sven is a really strong carry. You can Chronosphere him, lock him down, and try to kill him. But at the same time, if you don't take Sven out in one swoop, or you are the one getting jumped, this is one of the few carries that can 100-0 Void in a stun, right? So both heroes kind of do well against each other, and then it's all about who gets the jump. And guess what? Tundra have insane vision heroes. They have Batrider, Nyx. They have awesome catch, Doom, which obviously offsets that matchup a lot as well. If you Doom the Void, Sven wins every time. So there's a lot of good things.
And for Void, you have to, I would assume, normally you would itemize for Doom or getting like a Lincoln's or something, but it feels really bad to have to go for an item like that because then you just don't do any damage.
Yeah, and
you still need a BKB this game.
Right, it still doesn't fully protect you anyway. There's too many other problems then. So, yeah, it is rough. You saw his quick buy was BKB into Lincoln's. If you have to buy both,
yeah, it
feels real bad.
It's like the old Weaver days where, oh man, I have to buy both and I just don't do damage the whole game.
Schofield.
But it is a different time, Cinderin. You know, people farm a lot faster these days, much to your chagrin, you know. You're not a big fan of that, I know. You don't want gold for everybody. You want it to stay at the top 1%, as always.
Yes.
Puppy and company, they continue to be rich.
I want Dota itself to be a metaphor for the prize pool distribution of TI.
Oh, no, nobody wants that. You see the damage here from Skeeter in this last fight. He BKBs just to run away and then kind of resets, God Strengths in, and it comes back in.
I love the choice of turning here. This might look simple, but this is really not an easy decision to make. Specifically because the Earth Spirit off-screen missed the roll. Yeah. Skeeter has this moment of opportunity to run in. Again, this double swing almost instantly kills a Batten. He will get him here. A little bit lucky there, I think, to hit that attack. He was blinded, I believe. So
looked like he was.
Yeah. Maybe it was a Javelin proc, actually. Does have Javelin.
Either way, he's a big boy.
Yeah. How much does Blinding Light blind by? 40%. Okay, so it's not even that lucky.
Oh, I thought it was way higher.
It used to be way higher.
Oh, it's because it's not part of the, yeah, okay.
It's different now.
Yeah, Coddle. One of those heroes that just gets massive changes constantly. He's like the OD. Who else gets a lot of changes? Bloodseeker we talked about.
Yeah, Broodmother.
Oh, God.
Lately, anyway.
It's funny. It's always the heroes nobody wants to play. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, coincidentally, also it's the heroes that nobody wants to play against.
That's right, yeah. Except Techies hasn't been redesigned a whole lot.
Yeah, that's
an anomaly.
And then this patch we have Tinker being completely reworked and everyone is hyped and it's just not good. So a lot of people are hyped because of that.
I'm hyped because it's just different. Because it's been, I mean, for the most part, it's been basically the same hero for like 20 years, right? Yeah. Like I remember back in the day, I don't even remember why this was good, but you'd buy Manta on him. I can't I don't even think they stacked. Why was that good? It's just Manta was just such a, like, stat-wise, such a good item.
That is so old school that you remember that. I think that item build was pioneered by, I want to say his nickname was Virot1. He was never really a pro player. Oh my god,
that was a blind one. Did that cancel the TP? Nine has to pop the BKB, but there's the Chronosphere. He got another teammate. Wouldn't be a Beast Coast game without a Chronosphere on an ally. Lasso, double lasso, in fact. But he's taking heavy damage still. Time dilation is not going to do anything since 9 is still BKB. He's actually going to the low ground. Looks like he's going to be fine. Nope. Into the arms of Chris Luck as there's the burst damage from Mr. Skeeter. Hello. 1 for 1, but definitely in favor of Beast Coast. But looks like they want to back up here because K1 has basically no mana to speak of. And yeah, Whisper. Down he goes. K1 getting mana burned consistently from Fata. There's the Stormhammer. And more right clicks from Skeeter. Every teammate that comes to help just dies to spend. That's all they're doing.
They still have Doom. 33 was mid-animation when Void Time walked, so it is available. Man, I was going to be so sad for Beast Coast if they didn't kill Bat there. I feel like they really deserved that. That was such a sick catch from Schofield. He gets the roll. He kicks him back to the Void, who clips him on the edge of the Chrono and BKB.
I think we're going to see it here again.
This is such a nice play from Schofield. Just taking the chance, right? Like, there are so many situations with this misses, but he has this read.
That's nice.
Beautiful kick, and then this Chrono here.
Boom.
Now, if K1 had damage items, he would have killed him. But unfortunately, he has to buy all this stuff. And this, honestly, this play under pressure from 9 is also just as incredible as the catch, to be honest. That very quick double lasso was super good, but Chris Luck does find him on the
buys a lot of time, though. Oh, looks like we have a team fight here, but there's the Doom applied to K1. Deleted. Goodbye. 80 seconds on the deck. Now Chris Luck with the focus fire applied to Snake King, but he's going to have to get the hell out of dodge. He doesn't have enough. As Stinger really wants to kill Snake King or something. Oh, the Tumbler toy. It's actually pretty good on Abaddon because you don't take damage during your ult. That's good synergy.
Oh, true.
I like that. It's like having a Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
Except not as good.
Except it says boing.
Yeah. All right, well, 21K net worth lead for Tundra. What does Beast Coast have to do? I mean, we established the fact that Void is going for this ultra defensive build, which he kind of has to. So you're not going to have damage for a bit. I mean, you got to hold on to get to that point, I guess. But then you do have a Wind Ranger. You know, only Maelstrom, BKB, and Blink.
If
like,
Beast
not a whole lot of damage.
Delay the game to say 60 minutes, and then find the upgraded pig pole that can roll back time, then they could go back to minute 0.
Why would you want to go back in time if you're losing the whole game?
Because you weren't losing minute 0.
Oh, you want minute 0?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like, what's that called in Harry Potter? Is it the time turner?
Yeah. That's one of the stupidest parts of that, series, by the way. I never liked that. I don't like. I mean, don't read. What's that book afterwards? The 8th book.
Harry Potter 8.
Yeah, Harry Potter 8. That was just ruined by that mechanic, if you want to call it that.
Mechanic.
Yeah, time travel ruins a lot of stories. It's just like a very convenient.
It's convenient, but it also opens up for so many plot holes, right?
Yeah,
I guess so. It can solve and create problems all at the same time.
Man, it's really going to bother me. I can't think of the name of the 8th book.
Right, so,
Syndrome, please. You're not very cultured. You don't read. You don't watch anything.
The 8th book.
The Cursed Crown.
Oh, so the play.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean?
Wait, is that actually what it's called? Cursed Crown? No, that's Dark Willow's. I'm sure it's something similar as we have a lasso on the K1 has to pop his BKB. 33 on the sideline right now. Yep, that's on 4 heroes. A huge Illuminate as well. They take out the Shadow of the Nyx as well. Skeeter still doing a lot of damage though. They have to try and kite him. It's a double buyback now onto Tundra. Doom applied to the Wind Ranger. He gets Stone Form for now. Just stuck in place though. Has the Focus Fire still applied to 33. Looks like it's going to be enough with that Illuminate as well. But in the end, Chris Luck still dies.
That was a great fight for Beast Coast. They're really, really far behind, and they managed to get a couple buybacks.
Was it a good buy? I don't know. It might change some things here. K1, he's in a lot of trouble. Lasso applied. Down he goes. Does have buyback, though, so if they get a little bit too cocky here, they could potentially... Wait, he actually bought something just now. He lost his buyback. As Schofield now getting chased inside his base with his 23K net worth lead for Tundra. And you see the shackle applied to Skeeter. Nice. Chris Luck has that focus fire still going. Doesn't do a ton of damage, but Fata's going to sacrifice his life for the betterment of his team. Focus fire not able to connect. With the shackle shot, I should say. And it looks like they will at the very least get this Aegis.
9 is still here. He's regioning up slowly but steadily on the side.
Does not have lasso, but there's the flame break and the right clicks onto Chris Luck. And You're seeing that demonic purge, how powerful it is against Wind Ranger as a hero. And this looks like the beginning of the end for this still upper bracket game, so no elimination, technically speaking, for Beast Coast. If they do continue to lose this game, Synderen, which I do believe they are.
Okay.
Double kill for Skeeter. I mean, they have yet to even take buildings, though, so there's still ways to go.
Yeah, Beast Coast are going to defend here, I think. They might lose the tower, but I don't think they're going to lose Rex. K1's up in 20. Maybe they will. Blinding Light, Illuminate spam. Like this from Snaking a lot. Just go in offensively and push him away so that Sven can get to work.
Illuminate continuing to be annoying throughout the entire game.
It's going to TP out now with Sven, with Void about to spawn, and the melee Rex will fall, and then Skitter's getting out.
Yeah. And TPing out.
Nice TP.
Will be fine. So melee Rex.
Yep. All right, so in all seriousness, when it comes to what Beast Coast can do in this game, I think you have to somehow get a damage item on Void. I think going Linken's now, it's so tempting because you're against Doom. I think he can't do it. I think you have to buy a damage item and hope for a good chrono, because if you're buying Linken's, you're playing not to lose instead of to win, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna
if you're ahead, then
sure. If you're ahead and don't have damage problems, the thing is here, like let's say he gets.
Oh dear!
Okay.
Oh dear! 33's made himself onto the cliff with that Doom. Schofield's going down. Goodbye. Is that a refresher on
he
Doom?
instantly refreshed.
Okay.
He wants to have another Doom. You're going to see players do this often because the total downtime of your spells is way lower if you refresh right after your key spell. Because then in 2 minutes he'll have 2 Dooms again. And he has 1 available in the meantime. So it's like immediate value, and in case he doesn't end up using it, he'll just have 2 again in 2 minutes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, really, really major goal lead now, yeah. So I think Void, I honestly think he should buy Daedalus. And I think Wind Ranger as well. They're both buying Linken's. I don't think it's a winning strategy. You're this far behind, you have to itemize damage and hope for a good combo. Because if you both get Linken's, you're 30k gold behind. You're like, you can lose the fights without Doom going off at this point. Like that's how much stronger the enemy team is. So, and even if you have the Linken's, there's still things that can break it. There's other problems. Yeah,
Chris Luck getting lassoed, and Pale is there. Oh, man, the mana burn. My God.
He didn't die.
The BKB, yeah, a little bit sloppy there, but there's the Doom onto K1. He's on the high ground, though, so might survive this engagement. Has to waddle his way back to the fountain. It looks like Chris Luck finally does die. But at the very least, well, like you said, the second Doom is not available yet, so I have to wait it out a bit.
Yep. They used God Strength as well as Lasso there. So they might chill a bit. There is Refresher available on 9.
Oh, all right. Skeeter jumps in, going for the Camel Man, a.k.a. Mr. Kotvil, but there's a Chronosphere. Again, many teammates there. A beautiful disruption from Snake King, saving the Sven, at least for the time being. Skeeter trying to turn this around, getting as much lifesteal as possible. K1 gets deleted again. No buyback whatsoever as Skeeter continues to get chased, but blinks to the high ground. Looks like he's fine. Going to turn this around yet again. Stormhammer into the right clicks. And yeah, this is looking very, very bad for Beast Coast, as Skeeter is very happy with that turn of events. Buyback now onto 9 and turns into a 5v0.
I thought that was going to be really bad for them, actually. I think Skeeter went in expecting to be able to one-shot combo the Coddle, and he failed. And he really needed to be bailed out there by Snake King. So they do salvage it, but that looked scary for a moment.
It looks like they're just going to go for Throne.
Tundra just with really good, like,
and GG is called.
Yep.
So Tundra take the 2-0. They will face Virtus Pro in the next round, while Beast Coast goes to the lower bracket. I'm not even sure who they're playing, actually. Maybe it's not